my name is Caroline and this is Top 5 Wednesday. I have not done a Top 5 Wednesday video for a long time, but this week's topic is books you want to reread, and I can definitely answer that one, so let's go. Coming in at number 5 is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, which is just an amazing book that I loved like so much when I read it, but I haven't read it for a while, and also when I read it very quickly because I was enjoying it so much. I was very immersed in the story, so I feel like if I reread it, it'll be kind of more of a chill experience. Also, this book is being made into a movie in the next like year or two or something. I don't really know when, but I definitely want to reread this before I see the movie so that I can kind of just judge the movie on how good or bad it is. Number 4 is Cinder by Marissa Meyer, which I was like super excited to read and ended up being really disappointed by. I think I gave it 3 out of 5 stars when I read it, but I haven't continued the series since reading this because I'm just not really that interested, but I'm curious to reread this because I think I went into it with really high expectations. There was a lot of hype surrounding this book, and I think that really had an impact on my enjoyment, so I want to see if when I reread it I enjoy it more or less, or whether I want to continue the series after that. I don't know, I'm kind of just curious about this one. Number 3 is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, which is a really magical book that I always say is one of my all-time favorites, and it's one of the first books I recommend to people when they ask me for a recommendation. But the thing is that I read it a long time ago, probably like a year and a half or 2 years ago, and I remember really loving it. I remember it being magical, I remember loving the characters and all those sorts of things, but I don't remember a lot of the plot. I don't remember what it was specifically that made it magical and stuff like that. So I just want to reread this and see if I still enjoy it as much. Maybe it'll kind of like re-cement itself as one of my favorites. But I just want to read this one again to like jog my memory about it and just enjoy it again, hopefully. Coming in at number 2 is the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling, which is just like my all-time favorite series. I think it's absolutely phenomenal, and I just want to reread it again because I love getting lost in the world of Harry Potter. And the thing is that I used to reread the series really regularly. Like, I would read it once a year or something. I would read the series all the way through, and then I would get to the end, read a couple of other books, and be like, time to read Harry Potter again. And I just love it so much, but I really, at the moment, just don't have time to reread books. It's kind of my own fault because I have so many books on my shelf or like out there in the world that I'm super excited to read. But if I was going to reread a whole series, I would want it to be the Harry Potter series, I think, just because I want to experience the world again. I want to get lost in the magic, and it's so nostalgic for me, going to Hogwarts and stuff like that. It's home for me. I grew up with this series, so I definitely want to reread this probably in the new year. So coming in at number 1 on this countdown of books that I want to reread is actually The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. And I know, guys, I literally only just finished reading this and then its sequel, but I already want to reread them. This is potentially one of my all-time favorite books. I think it was absolutely amazing. The writing was beautiful, the characters were just the best things ever, the magic was awesome. I just loved it so much. And I want to reread this because there's no release date yet for book 3 in the series, and that kind of bothers me, so I want to go back and read the first 2 again and kind of pick up on things I didn't notice or maybe didn't appreciate that much on first read, and really I just want to enjoy these books again because I honestly think they are like fucking masterpieces of fantasy writing. So there we go, those are the top 5 books that I want to reread the most urgently. Let me know down in the comments if there are any books that you are really excited to reread because I'm super curious. But that's it for this one, guys. I upload videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, so be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned on those days for more bookish goodness. Toodaloo!